morning, my dear children. Today we are going to study chapter 19. A seed tells a farmer's story. This chapter narrates the story of a bajra seed. Before starting this chapter, I will explain one of the important crop, that is rice. Children, do you know about the cultivation of rice or paddy? In Hindi, rice is named as chawal. In Malayalam, it is named as Ari. It is a cereal grain crops. Rice is considered as the source of carbohydrates and supplies energy to body through diet. Rice is obtained from paddy grains after many processing steps. Here is the journey of a rice seed from a field to a plate. There are several steps for cultivating rice. First step is preparation of soil. Second step is the sowing. Sowing the seeds in the case of rice. After sowing, transplant the seedlings in the field at proper distance to avoid overcrowding. This allows plants to get sufficient sunlight, nutrients, and water from the soil. Next step is adding manure or fertilizers to get better yield of crops. All living beings need water to live. Water is important for proper growth and development of crops. So, next step is irrigation. In a field, many other unwanted plants may grow along with the crop. These unwanted plants are called weeds. The removal of weeds is called weeding. Weeding is necessary since weeds compete with the crop plants for water, nutrients, space, and light. Harvesting is the cutting of the mature crops manually or by machines. In harvesting, crops are cut close to the ground. Separation of the grains from the chaff is called threshing. Proper storage of grains is necessary to protect them from microorganisms. Before storing them, the grains are properly dried in the sun to reduce the moisture in them. Once the threshing is over, the paddy has to undergo many processes to become a edible rice. In paddy, edible part is enclosed in a tough covering, that is husk. The process of removing the husk is referred as dehusking. Many machines are available for this work. These are edible rice, which we will boil to make eatable form. Rice flour is also prepared from rice. Rice flour is used for making different types of delicious food items. Children, hope all of you understood well the journey of rice from a field to a plate. Let's start the chapter. Children, I have already told you this lesson is about a bajra seed, the story of a bajra seed. I am a small seed. I am a small bajra seed. I have stayed in this beautiful wooden box since 1940. I want to tell you my story. This is a long story, but not mine alone. It is also the story of my farmer Damji Bai and his family. If I don't tell my story now, it might be too late. I was born in Vangam in Gujarat. That year, there was a good bajra, that is millet, crop. There was a festive mood in the village. Our area was famous for its grain and vegetables. Each year, Damji Bai kept aside some seeds from a good crop. This way, our Bajra family went on from one generation to another. Good seeds were stored in dried gourd, which was coated with mud. But that year, Damjiba himself made a strong wooden box to store us. He put in neem leaves to protect us from insects. Students, do you know the importance of neem leaves? Seeds are protected from insects by putting neem leaves. After harvesting, farmers keep some good quality seeds in wooden boxes or for next season's cultivation. He put different seeds in the different compartments of the box. That was our beautiful hope. In those days, Damji Bai and his cousins lived together. It was a large family. Everyone in the village helped each other, even in farming. When the crop was ready and harvested, everyone celebrated together. Oh, those wonderful days with big feast and loads to eat. In the winter, it would be time to enjoy the undia. Undia is a kind of stew. All the vegetables were put into a clay pot along with fresh spices. The pot was sealed and kept between hot coals. The vegetables cooked slowly in this special cooker on the field. Oh, I forgot. The pot was placed upside down. That is why the dish was called undia or upside down in Gujarati. Undia would be eaten with bajra rotis, freshly cooked on the chulha. Chulha means fire. Oh, what an earthy, delicious flavor. Along with that, homemade butter, curd, and buttermilk was served. Farmers would grow many different kinds of crops, grains, and vegetables according to the season. The farmers kept enough for their needs and sold the rest to shopkeepers from the city. Some farmers also grew cotton. At home, family members spun cotton on a charka. Charka, that is, spinning wheel to make cloth. Next, find out and write. In your house, what is done to protect grains and pulses from insects? In my house, the grains and pulses are kept in airtight containers to protect them from insects. Which are the different festivals related to farming celebrated in different seasons? The different festivals related to farming that is celebrated in the different seasons are Holi, Vaishakhi, Onam, etc. Can you identify these grains? Yes, I can identify these grains. These are corn seed, mustard seed, wheat grains, bajra grains. When times changed, over the years, Many changes took place in the village. Some places could get water from the canal. They said the canal brought water from far away. Where a dam had been built on a big river. Then electricity came. Switch on the button and there was light. People found that only one or two crops like wheat and cotton got better prices in the market. So most farmers began to grow only these. Soon we old friends bajra and jowar and also vegetables were forgotten and dismissed even from Damji Bai's fields. Farmers even began to buy seeds from the market. People said they were new kinds of seeds, so farmers did not need to store seeds from the old crop. Now, people in the village cooked and ate together only on very special days. As they ate, they would remember how tasty the food used to be in the past, fresh from the fields. When the seeds have changed, how could food ever taste the same? Damji Bai was getting old. His son Hasmukh looked after the fields and the family. Hasmukh was making a lot of money from farming. He rebuilt the old house. He brought new machines for farming. He used an electric motor to pump water. He bought a motorcycle to go to the city easily and also a tractor to plow the field. The tractor could do in a day what the bullocks would take many days to do. Hasmukh would say, "Now we are farming wisely. We grow only what we can sell in the market at a good price. With profits from our fields, we can improve our life. We can make progress." Lying forgotten in the wooden box, I and the other seeds had our doubts. Is all this really progress? There is no longer any need for seeds like us and animals like the bullocks. After the tractor has come, even people who work on the fields are no longer needed. How will they earn money? What will they live on? The Bajra seed saw differences in the way Damji Bai and Hasmukh did farming. What were these differences? Damji Bai followed the traditional methods of farming. He used bullocks to plow the field. He stored grains to be used as seeds. Hasmukh, on the other hand, started using new methods of farming. He bought a tractor to plow the field. He need not store grains to be used as seeds because he could buy seeds from the market. Hasmukh said, "With profits from our fields, we can progress." What is your understanding of progress? By progress, we understand a better and improved standard of living. What kind of progress would you like to see in your area? I would like to see the following type of progress in our area: good schools, better transportation and communication facilities, big hospitals, good places for entertainment, etc. Okay, thank you.